Hi, I'm Scott Swenson. We're here today at Lynn's Propane Trucks. We had a request for some information on safety features. So we're going to go over a couple of trucks here today. Just look at some of the safety features that we've been putting on trucks, how they work, where they're located, what they look like. So if you want to step into the cab, we'll get started. We're in the cab now. We're going to go over some of the features that you can order with your cab and chassis. A lot of people consider some of these safety features. You may not, but we'll go over them anyway here. The first one would be the heated mirrors. We've got a switch for that right here. You basically turn that on. It's going to heat the mirrors and keep them from fogging up on you. I've got a lot of customers that also feel heated mirrors are no good without power windows. Because you turn the heated mirror switch on, your mirrors aren't fogged up, but your inside window is fogged up and you can't see them. So it doesn't matter if you got the heated mirror switch or not. They insist on having power windows with the heated mirrors, or they will not get the chassis. Another option we've got up here is just the exhaust brake. That helps save your brake. It's a little less of a safety issue. And then the other one over there is the rear differential lock. Typically, if you don't have that, if you start slipping and sliding a little bit, the wheel that can spin the easiest is going to be the wheel that turns. Once you hit that button, it'll lock them both together and they will both spin. It helps you in some conditions that aren't real great, whether icy or muddy. Some people love that. I have a couple that hate it. They say all that means is that they have to go in a little further to get the truck when they bring in the tow truck. But 95% of our customers will not buy a truck unless it has the rear differential lock. We're going to go outside the truck and look at a couple features. We've got a couple switches here on the dash for a work light and a strobe light, and we'll take a look at those right now. The work lights are mounted to the rear corners of the cab, so we've got one on each side. Now these will come on with reverse when your headlights are on, or you can toggle them on. So if you're going to be working around the truck at night, it illuminates both sides of the truck. Also, when you flip that toggle switch, what's going to come on are your backup lights here. So they illuminate behind the truck as well. You've also got other lighting back here, but that is a very nice option. You'll see up top as well, we've got our strobe light. This is to grab attention when you're parked on the corner, up on a hill. You got cars coming around the corner. You want to make sure that they see you as soon as they come around. This is a really nice option as well. We're going to take a look in the cab of another truck now and look at some other options, safety options that people put in the cabs. Another safety feature that we've been putting on a lot of trucks is the backup camera. As you can see, this one's kind of mounted to the cowl over here. A lot of people like this spot because you can look at this and see directly behind you, and then with a quick glance, you just move over and your eyes are right on the spot mirror. But this comes on in reverse. You can leave it on 24/7 if you want, however you want to do it. Most people have it on the reverse option, so every time they put the truck in reverse, it comes on automatically. There's a camera mounted on the rear of the tank. It's got pretty good width. You can see quite a bit, pretty good definition on it as well. Also in this cab we have a driver authorization system that we put on some trucks, and what this is you need to punch in a code before you can disengage the park brake. So if you fail to pump it, if you fail to input the code for that specific truck and you disengage the park brake, the truck will shut down. Engine will shut off and you're not going to go anywhere. We do this on not too many trucks, but it is an option that's out there. Also next to it you'll see the switch here for the on-spot chains. It's a protected switch so you don't hit it by mistake, but we'll take a look at those on-spots in the back of the truck right now. The on-spot tire chains are operated by air. So you'll flip the switch to put them down and then flip it and it'll dump the air and they'll go back up. Now what these are meant to do is you've got icy conditions in a driveway, they can really help you backing up and down. So those round circles you see with the chain attached, those circles push up against the tire and the tire will spin it. So if you're driving forward, it'll spin it forward and throw the chain under the front of the tire to give you extra traction. If you're in reverse, it'll spin that disc backwards, throw the chain under the back of the tire and give you extra traction that way. Moving up here a little bit, we've got a couple of grounding studs on this rear bumper. So when you're loading the truck, you can ground out. Moving over here, we've got a nozzle holder. Now this nozzle holder, there's a switch inside of it, and that is tied into the range inhibit function that Allison Transmission offers. So unless that is stowed, you can't put the truck in gear and drive away. Very similar to these up here. These are tied into the range inhibit function as well. So unless the cap is on the vapor and the cap is on the liquid, the Allison Transmission will not let you put it into gear. What we see mostly is, this is probably the most common on your liquid line. We do not do a whole lot on the vapor line, but this is becoming a much more common option that we're doing a lot more of. As we move up a little bit, you'll see the light bar on this truck. It's kind of got the wig-wag with the lights and the strobe in the center. You'll also see the camera, the backup camera lens right above the strobe there. That's a fairly common option as well. A lot of people want to make sure that they're seen. You know, if they're parked on the street making a delivery on a bad corner or what have you. Off to the side here, we've got another little option. These are just spring-loaded shovel holders here. So you would put a shovel right here. A lot of drivers like carrying them with them. A lot of times we'll see these trucks come in for service and they've got them bungee corded on the back deck and things like that. Keeps it nice and clean and easy that way. On the other side, we've got a bucket holder for a bucket of sand. Excuse me. Bucket holder here. You'll typically put a 5-gallon pail in there to help them out. So this truck is, you know, is ready for the winter months. We've got the bucket holder for the sand. We've got the shovel holder on the other side, and we've got the automatic tire chains. So those are some of the features that we've been putting on as of late. If you have any questions on them, feel free to give me a call.